The Maginot Line was a massive defense structure of bunkers and fortifications stretching along the eastern border of France. Built between 1930 and 1940, it was designed to protect against a possible German attack. Fort Hackenberg in Lorraine is one of the largest and most impressive structures along this line. Here, an underground labyrinth of corridors stretches out over more than 10 kilometers. Once, an electric narrow-gauge railway transported weapons and ammunition. Today, it takes visitors through the extensive system. The tunnels were driven into marl and gypsum rock during the 5-year construction period, a remarkable achievement. Back then, the complex was heavily armed, with cannons, howitzers, grenade launchers, and much more, ready for action if needed. A canteen kitchen catered to the soldiers' physical well-being. Electricity was supplied by 4 MAN diesel generators, enough power to supply a town of 10,000 inhabitants. In the event of a fire, a simple, almost helpless command applied: shout out loud, "Fire!" As the rock water was not safe to drink, clean water had to be brought in by the small railway. And when speed was essential, soldiers probably raced through the long tunnels on bicycles. After the horrors of poison gas in the First World War, the fortress was equipped with a filter system to purify the air in case of an attack. Fortunately, this nightmare never materialized, as the Germans did not use poison gas weapons during the Second World War. Around 1,000 soldiers and 43 officers were stationed here. Life in the fortress was like living in a self-sufficient small town. Here you can see the comparatively comfortable accommodation for sergeants. There was also a military hospital with an operating room and an X-ray facility prepared for all eventualities. An ammunition lift now takes us to one of the rotating gun turrets. The guns were loaded from inside, and the entire turret could be rotated 360 degrees during combat to take aim at targets. Finally, the narrow gauge railway takes us back to the exit. During the occupation of France in the Second World War, the Maginot Line was simply bypassed by German troops, so no fighting took place at Fort Hackenberg. However, when the Wehrmacht retreated, it occupied the fort and used it against the advancing Allies. The massive exit door of the fortress remains a symbol of the determination with which defense was once conceived here.